Happy New Day. Great day to be live. It is a great day to be live. This is May 30th, 2020. What a joyous day to be live. In spite of all, in spite of all, in spite of everything that's happening, it is a happy new day and a great day to be live. And to know that within everything, there's a reason, there's a season, and there's a time, and there's a change. And within that season, within that time, within that change, there is truth. And the elements are operating, and the alignment is taking place. I am open to all there is. I am aware of what is happening. I am aware of the change. I am aware of what is happening right now. I am aware of who I am. I am aware of knowing all. I am aware of my true identity. I am aware. I am Yanis, the Oracle of Love and Free Will, and I greet you with love and free will on this beautiful day. I greet you from my home, and this is some that observed number 7, the day of Sabbath, a Shabbat of rest for those that observe it. I'm grateful to know how within everything there is revelation, within everything there is truth, within everything that we have been introduced to, within everything that the school of university school that we have gone through, we are able to see the enlightenment of what we have gone through. I love you today with the purest heart of love, my heart chakra and my throat chakra, my crown chakra, my sacral chakra, root chakra, solar plexus chakra. It's love you today, but you love yourself today. Ashe to the all, ashe to all that is, ashe to our ancestors, ashe to the 7 African Orishas, ashe to the great mother, Mother Africa, Mother Earth. She is all. Mother Earth, we've been in her womb, we've been home. No matter where we have been on this planet, we've always been home. We've been home. America, United States, Northwest Africa, South America, Southwest Africa, and Africa across the water. We were always home. We've never left home, y'all. We've just been programmed that we've left home and that we've come across all the water and our ancestors come across all the water. But we are aware that slavery has gone, and some have, we're sold into slavery. And we can't get upset with slavery. It's something that has been going on. Slavery is in the Bible that you read every day. Supposedly read. Slavery has been going on from the time of the beginning. And so, people that look like you sold people that look like us. And so that has been because they have been in like debt, and so they sold themselves as slavery to work off debt. And so, I am Yanis again, the Oracle of Love and Free Will. This is a great day to be live. Tell someone that to join in. I have something that I need to share that I feel that would bring enlightenment on the spiritual path of awakening as you reach higher consciousness in knowing your trueness of knowing thyself. I myself am law. Knowing thyself is the greatest, is the awakening, reaching higher consciousness. I myself am law. I am master of myself. Powerful. It's a great day to be live. And what I want to start off with, I still sharing about, and so if y'all hear anything, let me go ahead and clear this out now. I got up. Gwen is in the house, so I'm greeting you from my home. So Gwen may get up and I may have to just get her. But I need to just take this time because I felt like it would be a good time to go ahead and share this now. But what I want to start off by saying is that um, knowing ourselves and what you are. Um, Shabbat Shalom, Sharika. Shabbat Shalom, Brandon. What you are experiencing now at this time in life of this change that's going on is a lot of hurt and a lot of anger that people that look like us have had for ages. And so the response that a lot of people are doing, how they're reacting, is that emotion. And so with the programming, the psychological programming, that how people are tearing up stuff, how people are burning buildings and stuff, this is a part of the emotion energy that they are releasing in this realm. And so when you are going through the spiritual awakening, you begin to, you are aware of the change. And so you are aware, you are becoming conscious. You are aware of what has happened to you. You are aware how you have been controlled all of these years of your life. And so with this awakening, because you are aware that this is like a game that's going on, and that you all have been in this game, and I always said, I use as two teams. And one of the teams I said, one was the Patriots, and I said the other team was the Panthers. And so with the Patriot team, it's been the team that has been controlling this realm. So all the negative stuff that's been going on in this realm, the Patriot team has been the one that's been controlling, keeping you programmed and with TVs and depressing your mind, controlling the food, getting you believe that there's a food shortage, getting you believe that there is a type of health scare, getting you programming all of this. So that has been symbolic of the Patriot team. So I said for the Panther team is the one that has been awakened. So they have become conscious. So they're aware of what has been happening to them. And so they begin to become aware of what has been happening to them. So they begin to make conscious choices in life. And so they become like, they're noticing things. So they're noticing that their free will has been taken from them. So on this Patriot team over here, they have been controlling the opponent. So when you were programmed, when you were asleep, you were on the Patriot team. And so when you were asleep, you did things that you were not aware. So you were a creator. So therefore you made decisions and helped create this realm. You have created these negative things because you are God's seed. And so when I say you are God's seed, you are the chosen seed. So therefore, when you came here, you were not aware that you were the chosen seed. You were not aware that you were creating the reality for all this negative stuff to happen in your life. So that's why you was on the opponent team. Now that this awakening has started happening in this realm, you are becoming conscious. So you have changed teams now. So you are on the Panthers team. And so with you being on the Panthers team, you begin to see things that are happening in this realm that is not, you are not a part of. And so you want your free will. You begin to become aware that you are a God in human form. You are source energy, and that you begin to become aware what you say, that your thoughts create your reality, and words become things. When you think of them, when you say them, it becomes reality. So you begin to realize that you are God and that you can manifest anything in your life that you want. But over here, you was a creator too. You were manifested, but you were not creating things that you want, but you were creating things that they want. So you were actually like a robot. I always talk about iRobot. So you were like those robots. And so now you're going through the spiritual awakening. You're reaching higher consciousness. And now you are aware of what things you say, what choices you make. And so you want your life to become positive. So you are aware that whatever decision you make in this realm prepares you for your future life. And so whatever decision you make in this realm also prepares you for your future life. And so now you begin to become using the universal law. And so the universal laws were operating in your life over here as well, but you were not aware of the universal laws operating in your life. Over here on the Panther team, you are aware what the universal laws are and how you get to manifest things you want, like the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect, the as above, so below, as within, as without, how you get these universal laws to operate in your life. And so, what I want to speak on today is what's happening right now. And so, you know where it talks about in the Bible, the last shall be first and the first shall be last. Well, this is what's happening. Every so many years or ages, the changing the shift changes. So the shift has happened. So that team or that governor that has been governed, this energy that has been governed in this planet was ruling here. And so now the shift has happened. So it's reversed. And so the Panthers team is on top now. So the Patriots is at the bottom. And so the Panthers team is at top. And so the Panthers doesn't know how to control their power right now. So they know that they are conscious now and they are aware of what has been happening to them. And so they're not allowing them to be controlled anymore. They're taking back their free will. And so what this team has to be aware of is how to control the power that they have received back. And so some of them are not aware. And so they're not controlling their power. But the Panther team must also be aware that this team that has been in control have those that in wolves and sheep clothing that are among you. And so they are causing you to react in a negative way. Not everyone that is among you are on your team. So they're not on your team. They are in there to cause things to happen in a negative way and to get a negative response. Because this team that were on top feed off of negative energy. And so with them feeding off of negative energy, they want you to release negative response so that they can draw energy from you to remain back on top. So with you are aware of who you are. The shift has changed. So therefore you are positive, you are love, you are joy, you are peace, and therefore you respond in a positive way. But that other team, which was the Patriots, don't want you to respond in that way because they don't want to let go of the ram that they have been in control over 6,000 years. They don't want to let go. So therefore, they causing all kind of things that they know would get you to respond in a negative way. For instance, not knowing about law, knowing yourself, knowing that this ram is governed by law. And when you don't know that this ram is governed by law, therefore, they do things that cause you to react in a negative way. So therefore, with the police officer, with what happened to the man, Mr. Floyd, so George Floyd. So they get, okay, so with Floyd, with what happened to him with the murder. So therefore, they get you to respond in a negative way, okay, to cause riots, to get you to burn down your own buildings, to get you to, where you live at, to get you to tear up your own stuff. Get you to burn up places where you go buy food, burn up places where you go shopping. I'm telling you, to get you to respond in a negative way. Where the places where you're going to have to live, this is how they get you to control. So because they know that you don't know law operating in this land. Where, for instance, they know that you don't know that on the books of law, that in the government, up there, I guess would be in the Congress, the law books on there, that they have that people that look like us are considered as chattel property. And when you are considered as chattel property, you're looked at as an animal. So when those police officers did what they did, guess what? They can only be charged for killing an animal. So therefore, you are all upset and rage, and you are fighting, and you releasing all this negative energy in this realm. Guess what? Patriot are feeding off of that negative energy. So they're trying to get strong. So they're feeding off of that negative energy of what you're releasing into this realm. So therefore, this is how you begin to know yourself, by knowing law. Because I myself am law. I myself am master. How do I control this? By learning law. So what you think, whom you think is in control is actually not in control. There's someone controls the police department. And the ones that control the police department, okay, let's think about the ones that you voted into office. The ones that you voted into office, that up there in the White House, that represents your country, supposedly represents your state, so that you voted them in there. So let's look at that. If they look like you, right? If they have 1% of Negro blood in there, guess what? They don't have any power. They're looked at as being chattel property. So they know that we don't know law. So therefore, this is why they have been able to do what they have been doing to people that look like you. Because they know that you don't know who you are, knowing yourself. See, you don't know that you are Moroccan. I shared on yesterday about dictionary, about the word black, about the word color, about America. Actually is a Moroccan. The word is America, that we pronounce America, is actually a Moroccan. You don't know that. You're not aware that where we are, what we call North America, is actually Northwest Africa. You're not aware that what we call South America is actually Southwest Africa. Before the earth crust placement shift, before that happened, all the land was together and everything was called Africa, Mother Earth. So we've been programmed not knowing what we say, well, this is United States. See, that's why it's called United States, because actually there was a treaty of peace and friendship between the Moroccan, between the Moors, which are people that look like us, because we don't know, we've been programmed not to know it. We've been programmed into all types of really anything, all these distractions. To not know yourself is how you've been programmed. Which you've been programmed not to know yourself. You don't even know that you own your own land. You don't even know that this is your land, really. This is our land. We've been home all along. Some of us were sold as slaves, but some of us was already on our land. This is our land, and they are on our land. When they came over here from our land, from our parts of Africa to our part of Africa to our land, and took our land and overtook the Moors. And see, this is all in history. This is a game. And this is a war that's been going on for ages. And so because you don't know this, and because you're not taught this in school, have not been taught this in school, you don't know who you really are. You don't learn about the Moors. You don't learn about Spain. You don't learn about Savannah. You don't learn about Louisiana. All this about the land and stuff. You don't learn about all of this, how the names actually identify who we are. Cherokee Indians and all that. We don't learn about that. When you do learn about it, you see the whole identity of them have been changed. So getting back to knowing knowing yourself and knowing law, this is why they can get away with what they're doing. So let's go all the way back to how we can bring about change. Ashe to our ancestors, Allegra, Abatala, Agun, Ashun, Osiris. I have to say, Allegra to all of them. Ashe to all of them, because I have to acknowledge my ancestors, because our ancestors been speaking with us all this time, and we just been asleep. We've been going around calling us all by all these different labels and stuff, and our ancestors been trying to connect with us to tell us who we are and to tell us that we are here. Those that are Yoruba, there's no accident why I married a man from the Congo, because I've been here home, because this land is Africa. So this game has been going on all around the world. So with the power that you have been given, that we are awaking with this power that we have been given. What are you going to do with this power since the shift has changed? So what are you going to do with this power? Because tearing up property and stuff, tearing up your land and destroying Mother Earth is not it's not causing change for the positive. It's causing a change for the negative. So let's see. Who controls the police department? Who controls what's going on in this? Who makes decisions in this land? See, you have to go higher. You have to get out of the mind frame of thinking that they program you into thinking to go after the police department. See, that's not it. The change does not come about you going after the police department. There's somebody else over the police department. Then there's somebody else over them. Okay, I know that you don't know that the police department is actually the army for the Roman Catholic Church, the Pope. I bet you don't even know that, but I'm sharing this with you. The police department is controlled by the Roman, which is the Pope that's not in this country. That's why when the Pope came here and how they shut down streets and stuff, because the Pope owns a part of this country. So since you don't know that, so you got to go a little bit higher, because this realm that's going on is a supernatural war that's going on. You're too busy fighting with your hands and pickets and things and marching and all this stuff. See, you don't know that there's a spiritual angelic war that's going on that you're not even aware of. So why you tearing up your own stuff? It's the question I'm saying to you. Why are you burning down buildings and stuff? Let's go all the way back and see how, what is it? I want to say, when we had the time when our people had their own towns and stuff, and they had the movie theaters and all this stuff. How did they separate themselves from those that was trying to control them? So look, you hit them in the pocket. You don't spend money with those people. You don't vote for those people to get in the White House that's called itself representing you. It's almost time to vote again, right? So you begin to cause change. Listen, the people that look like us have been mistreated not only in this country, but it's all around the world. So if you unite with everybody around the world, don't you think it would cause a change? You stop buying. You start spending money with them and only spend your money with people that look like you. Local farmer markets. Buying groceries with local people. Don't you think it would cause a change? You don't even have to go shop at Walmart. Even with Walmart, there's something with Walmart that haven't controlled you. Target. There's power behind all of this that you have been asleep because we've been programmed to go to certain stores and spend our money.